Aerial Powers, welcome to 2K TV. So excited to have you on. I've wanted to have you on the show for a long time, so I am super excited that you're here right now. I know you're in the WNBA bubble. How is that and what's going on?
It's great. My internet is back and active, so I am in a wonderful state right now.
What have you been up to in the bubble?
Just right now, getting ready to start trying to stay prepared and stay healthy. And then, of course, doing...
I don't understand why the 2K audio is so loud.
And David, well, winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for James.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green out there with Jay, and it's McGee in at the 5 down low. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Then there's Kent Bazemore, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Niang in at the power forward position. The free throw off from McGee. Steve, we know it's a long season for the players, but talk about the coaches.
Kevin, you've seen it. Those coaches that are on a hot seat, they have those bags under their eyes, no sleep. Those coaches that have a long contract and they're winning, they're pretty good. And I think the coaches that sleep well is the coaches that have teams that they know that kind of run themselves.
Jay for by Conley. Jay the pass to McGee. Up and in on the layup. McGee's got his second basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's LeBron and the dunk by James.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
It's been a slow start here for Utah. 6-point game. Bazemore against Davis. That one wide left. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And Bazemore kicks to Niang. Conley now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
One of Conley's calling cards, getting into the paint and converting, even though he's often the smallest guy on the floor.
A shot's good from Jay. Once again, Jay was named Player of the Week. Great set of games for him. So not exactly great, a surprise.
And what he did for his team the last handful of games can't be measured on just the stat sheet. He was everything you want from a player, and the league rightfully acknowledged that.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the Lakers get called for the foul.
And when you look at Utah, this team year after year seems to be more than a sum of its parts.
I like that they always look for guys with big-time character, unselfish, low-drama players, and there's a confidence with this group. What a defensive play, gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. The putback. Here's Niang. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 6. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Here's Jay. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
Jazz have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Here's Conley, pass to Niang, and he gets it to go. Niang's got his second bucket of the night.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Here's Niang. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Memphis. At the elbow, it's Gobert. And the pass to Mitchell. The shot misses. Great tee that time from Green. Here's Jay. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Lakers have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one early.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. The Lakers also making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. And Bradley's subbed in for Danny Green. Now, here's Clarkson. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis. Cans it from downtown.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Mitchell against Bradley. Here's Jay. Trying to get open as Davis. No good from Jay.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim. Last season, Mike Conley became the Grizzlies' all-time leader in points scored. He was already first in assists, steals, and 3-pointers.
Here's Gobert after the basket by the Lakers. Back to Mitchell. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Gobert can't hit. And Smitty, when it's all said and done, Mike Conley's jersey has to go in the Memphis Raptors.
Absolutely. Over a decade in a Grizzlies uniform, he helped lead them to the best years in franchise history.
Here is Conley. Following the basket by Kyle Kuzma.
You know, it's tough to deal with the quickness of Mike Conley. I wouldn't want to do it.
This is his first one. The emphasis on freedom of movement, less grabbing and holding on the perimeter, Steve, has made some players almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, James Harden, because he likes to be physical, and it's how can you not guard him without being physical? In return, Steph Curry, because he gets the opening shoot shots. Lillard, Kyrie, Devin Booker, Giannis, Kevin Durant for sure. It's hard to guard these guys because they're so good on the offensive end.
A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, James.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Los Angeles leading by 14. Boudier out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Niang in at the power forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Utah has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He finished with 49 points, and his activity on defense was solid, coming up with a lot of blocks and steals. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Now, here's Moutier. After the miss from Jay. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
So what animation was that? Saw some love?
Jay, defended by Moutier. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Lakers have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. Jazz trail by 17. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Oh, he got lucky.
For his third basket in as many tries.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here's Jay, and it is flushed
Let's
down
go.
Oh.
with a nice jam.
Haven't we seen that a
Sauce
few
them
times
up.
today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Shoots from 12. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
For Gobert, when it comes to rebounding, it's not just the height and length, it's also the instincts.
Jay, defended by Moutier.
I'm bullying him.
Good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Lakers have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far, but as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
Now, here's Mitchell. He had 28 points in the win against Memphis.
We also got to mention what he did on the defensive end. Racked up a number of steals, too.
And he goes strong with the
Let's
one-handed
go.
jam.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Sometimes that's the call. You want to be unselfish, but even more so, you want to be effective.
Smitty Snyder, also an All-American in high school, 2-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title, and then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
No good from
I
Jay.
saw it.
And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the Jazz. Want to keep rolling
Oh, nice.
here following the win against
Let's go.
Memphis.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one
I
didn't happen.
saw.
And boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
Steve, it seems like criticism of NBA officials is reaching a very interesting level. We see players, coaches, and now even executives confronting these officials over their calls.
You know, I know we love the word transparency, but I think also for these referees, because of technology as well, we're seeing these players from so many different angles. And we want to talk about it. We're coaches and executives and players are the plays they miss. And I think that's what we're, putting too much energy in.
The shot's good
Get off
from
him.
James.
They should continue to
Get
get the
bigger.
ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Niang passes to Mitchell. And Davis sends it back.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker?
Let's go. Got that on stream.
You have got to be kidding.
Got that on
Talk
stream.
about taking things into your own hands. Now here's Conley. A 20-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
Mitchell against Green. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D-Wade with how he plays.
Jay the pass to Davis. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Jay. The rebound by Niang. Niang's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Back to Conley. From the arc. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
Pass to Jay. Cousins trying to free himself up. It falls, and 2 points from Jay. Jay's got 29. Jazz trail by 20. 44 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And it's Mitchell missing.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence.
Come on, it's too easy.
Surefire way to get back in the game. Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Davis comes in for George Niang. And it's Bogdanovich in for Mitchell. And then for Los Angeles, Howard's checked in for Anthony Davis. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Murray. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Oh, he's heating up here now in the second quarter. Watch out.
Lakers leading by 20. Pass to Jay. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The Lakers have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first. Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
The Jazz have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
What I appreciate about Conley, the assist to turnover ratio for his career has been outstanding.
Jay, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
We see it night in and night out. When you move the ball, keep your teammates involved, good things happen at the offensive end.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Jay in at the point.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landing in. He wanted to make a statement.
Gobert dishes to Conley. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers leading by 20. Jay covered by Conley. Here's Jay. Gobert with the block.
With plays like that, Gobert can start to get in your head. He covers so much ground.
The Jazz again can't hit it. And so Green will bring it up for the Lakers. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Jay, the pass to McGee. Gobert with the block. But they get it back. 6 to shoot. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Should what?
90 seconds now into the second half. Jay, the pass to Davis. Blocked again.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
And Gobert kicks to Niang. Mitchell wide open. Drops one in from the wing. Mitchell's got 6 points.
You watch Mitchell's shot. The mechanics, the footwork, the elevation, all working in harmony.
And the Lakers call time here. Well, lately we have seen star players changing teams more often. Shorter contracts, player options. Smitty, is there any downside to any of that?
You know, I think the downside is from a fan standpoint, you get invested in a player and he's moved in like 2 or 3 years. I think it should be where if a player wants to sign a longer-term contract with the organization, that should be a rule in play. But right now with these shorter contracts and player options, there's going to always be a lot of movement.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Jay. Here's McGee. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. 10 points for him.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Conley, the pass to Bazemore. Back to Conley. Pass to Gobert. Jazz passing it around from deep. That one doesn't drop. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz, DA. Thank you. Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Danny Green. Here's Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
And for Donovan, the 3 really sets up everything else. When he's hitting it, defenses can't just pack it in the lane.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Utah's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Back to Conley. To the middle. Here's Niang. And he makes good on the layup. Niang's got 6.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The pass to Jay. From the wing. And again, it's the Lakers.
He's the engine for his team right now. They're looking for him to provide offense, and he's doing that and then some.
Conley with it. He's got 16. Bazemore passes to Gobert. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Gobert's got his second bucket of the night. Jay, covered by Mitchell. Here's Jay. And that one, good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Conley. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team.
You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive and doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you. And the GOAT conversation, LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Niang in at the 4 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Mitchell dishes to Conley. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
He put the ball on the deck and attacked Rudy Gobert offensively. He has elevated his game.
The shot's good from Jay.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
And here's Clarkson. to 5 on the shot clock. Passes it to Gobert. And James pulls it down.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Jazz. Mitchell gets to Conley. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And it goes down 2 points. Gobert's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's just too easy. Defensively, you want to prevent Gobert from getting the ball that deep.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Here's Niang. Here's the dish to Clarkson. The NBA looking to improve officiating, Smitty. They'd like to revise the rule book to more closely match the way the game is played. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, we have to evolve. I think now the game has evolved to more three-point shots, so you got to look at also defense, hand checking, and now we're talking a lot about, you know, room for guys to land, whether it's a foul or not. So I think it will evolve, and it should be because the game is evolving.
Caruso looking for an opening. Good, that's another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Utah's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. They get a hand on it and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Niang. He's guarded by Howard. Niang passes to Gobert. Clock at 4. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. And it's sent back by Howard.
And he's led the...
Oh!
Wow! I can't believe that one.
That was incredible.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is from a standpoint of from a players and organization with the media, but I think also the media, somebody's going to have to police those guys as well. We got to have it where we're both on the same team. You might not agree, but you got to be on the same team.
I agree. And Tucker kicks to Gobert. Clock at 6. Ashton Niang. And Utah again with the bucket.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jay.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Ed Davis is checked in for Utah. Marie's checked in for the Lakers. And there's the pass to Edwards. Rebounded by the Lakers. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Kicks to Gobert. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd.
You know what, Sean? I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to
watching. We'll see you next time.
Your mic is lagging.
Jay, when you look at your record and the way you guys have been playing lately, is it fair to say this team is a legitimate title contender?
I think we're the front runners. I mean, who's going to stop us? I take a look at the league, and I don't see anybody slowing us down when we're firing on all.
Great. Thanks, Jay.
No problem.
Thank you.
So, Levi told you we want to give you your own custom colorway. Here's how it works. These are your 4 options. So,
Well, they look pretty plain to me.
yeah, these are the blank ones. Now, we're going to let you pick whichever silhouette you want, then you get to pick your own color, and
So I get to get some Nike Adapt.
you even get to name it.
What? Like Susan or Betty?
We're trying to sell these things.
Which one should I choose? I'm definitely going with LeBron. That's tight. Oh, that's tight right there. Blue? Nah. Oh, I got a whole lot of people watching. What the heck?
My mic sucks.
My mic sucks. Hold up. Who's that?
That's hurting my ears. Jeremy is a goon.
I'm a goon, thank you. I get that a lot.
This is terrible content.
Thank you. Get that a lot. For sure. Yep. Yes, sir. Oh, I can't even see that.
Jeremiah has half a knee.
Okay, thank you. Your mother caught half of this knee up her booty hole last night, so you better shut up, bum.
That's what I've been doing.
So I know you're big into 2K. What modes do you jump into?
Right now, my favorite is actually going to the park and playing Derby 3 and also Pro Am. A little bit more Pro Am now because 3v3 sometimes is like not as realistic as I think 5v5 is.
So the WNBA is in 2K20 for the first time. What did you think about that in the game?
I thought it was amazing. You know, it's funny because
This is Hank and the Hornet.
Game tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA Basketball.
Okay.
Stick to Fortnite, bum.
Okay. Your name is literally Milk and Cookie. Like, bro, why are you talking? Then we got Jeff. Like, oh my gosh. Then we got bro, what's your username? Okay, whoever this is weird.
Well, it took five.
Indeed, that's the standard for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. And here's a look at some numbers for Conley.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Niang
LeBron
in
getting
the
traded.
forward position. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Jay out there with...
Hold up.
Bradley. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint. On the free throw, no good. Occupying that instant offense roll, Doris. Jordan Clarkson able to get his shot anytime.
No doubt, Kevin. He's a little bit of a streaky scorer. The challenge is on the defensive end. That's where he has to really improve if he's going to stay on the floor and impact winning.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Kicks it out to Bradley. Here's Jay. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And it's Utah's ball. 4-point game. Clarkson against LeBron. Passes to Conley. And stolen by Howard. Jay over by Conley. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Pass to Mitchell. It's tipped. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, Greg, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Here's Conley. After the made shot from Jay, Conley finds Mitchell. Shoots over Bradley. Another miss by Utah.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Oh my.
Stolen by Gobert. Conley against Bradley. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Now the pass to Clarkson. Over James. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Jay, covered by Mitchell. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to James. He dishes it to Davis. Here's Jay. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. Mitchell outside. Back to Conley. Inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating teammates.
Jay, covered by Conley, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. lot of opinions, Doris, on who may be named the coach of the year. When you look at the criteria for you in your voting, what do you look at?
Well, obviously, you think about who has the best record. That's the first thing you look at. And what has contributed to that best record. But it isn't only about that, right? You have to consider, number one, what's the roster challenges that head coach may have had to overcome? Did he have to deal with any mid-season trades? There are so many things that go into making up a great year as a basketball coach in the NBA. So many things.
Here's Clarkson following the basket by Anthony Davis. There's the triple. They grab their own miss. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
Well, Rudy Gobert with the size and length, they factor on the glass right now.
Jay over by Conley. Here's Jay. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. You can't help but notice the shoes that Jay has on in this one. Those are his new custom colorways from Nike.
And I know that Jay was involved with the Nike team when picking out which colors to use. Safe to say he made a great choice as his shoes are fire.
Conley with a wide open look. Here's Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, that is just too easy. As Gobert gets this close, forget about it.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute.
Bogdanovich passes to Williams-Goss. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Donovan Mitchell is out there with Williams-Goss. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovich, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Niang in at the small forward. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Jazz was terrific. He finished with 57 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Left side, Davis. No good from Jay.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Davis against Mitchell. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Passes it to Bogdanovich. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Los Angeles making a switch here. James is checked in. And Utah also making a switch. Clarkson, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Lakers shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. A switcher also for Utah. Conley's checked in. 5 to shoot. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant. Right before the draft, that deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that third star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jay over by Conley. 5 on the clock. Here's Jay. A three-pointer off the mark. Utah leading by 5. Clarkson with the ball. He had 15 points last outing. High post, Gobert working on Howard. Conley finds Clarkson. Over Davis. Gobert trying to get open. They get it again. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Clarkson looking for an opening. Mitchell outside. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Jazz lead by 5. The pass to Jay. Gobert with the block.
And the remarkable reach of the Stifle Tower. Gobert twice on the pipes.
They get it back. Davis. And finally they hit one. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Gobert against Howard. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. Aston Yang lets it go from 14. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Marcus Cousins, he's checked in for Howard. JaVale McGee comes in for Davis. And it's Green in for Bradley. Emmanuel Mudiay.
Hello?
He's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Conley. Passes it to Niang. McGee with the block. And here we go again. The Lakers on the break. Shots good from James.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Utah trailing here.
Guys, when you think about the Jazz, you are talking about an elite defensive unit. Rudy Gobert in the middle, the defensive player of the year, and the guys around him are committed to the scheme and outstanding individual defenders.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Halt the run, and it's laid up and in by Conley. Conley's got 4 points now in the quarter. And the Jazz very disciplined at the defensive end.
Now, Kevin, you have a veteran squad with the anchor Rudy Gobert, one of the elite shot blockers in the entire league. And this is a group that's so important here. They defend without fouling.
Here's Mudiay. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, Emmanuel Mudiay, that kind of shot will up your field goal percentage, gentlemen.
LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Jay, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. The Lakers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. that is not exactly a free agent destination. Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive, really steady from the field.
Jazz trail by 5.
Pick up the pace, get the 2-for-1 here.
Well, you want efficiency and quality shots in this situation.
Moutier pass to Conley. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by McGee. Lakers shooting so well. The offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. Here's Jay. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Jay's got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers. Now Conley from downtown. And so it's Los Angeles.
Thanks very much, Jay. Everything falling for you in that first half. How were you able to be so efficient?
Well,
thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Bradley is out there with Jay, and it's Howard in at the 5. It's stolen by Davis. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing. And all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy who puts the pass on the money.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Stolen by Clarkson.
Well, those 5 turnovers, more than you like to see.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Jordan Clarkson tends to draw a lot of contact. If you look at his career, he doesn't end up at the free throw line as often as you'd think.
You can't help but notice that teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get. Well, and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
Gobert double team and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Lakers with possession here. Lakers leading by 10. Here's Bradley. Count it. Good. Bradley's got his second basket of the game.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Outside Conley. Takes a 3. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Launches a 3. No good from Jay.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
The pass to Conley. Puts it up from 17. The shot, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Nice ball movement by Utah. 4 on the clock. Conley, the 3. Another miss by Conley.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Jazz trail by 16.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Gobert finds Conley. Clarkson with the ball to stop the run, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Los Angeles calls timeout. People look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance. Over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin, and he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
There's a lot to like about Bogdanovich's game. He's a skilled scorer, he's a capable defender, and I think there's some leadership qualities there.
And he can't hit the second. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That's the first of 6 played on the road.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Stolen away. Here's Jay. Rebound, Utah. With 1 on the clock. Misses. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what?
With some changes. Dwight Howard's checked in for Cousins. Caldwell Pope comes in for Avery Bradley. And Jay subbed in for Alex Caruso.
Like, it just makes me really happy to be a part of a game that is constantly doing huge things. Like,
and they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Donovan Mitchell. He's out there with Boudier. Rudy Gobert is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Niang in at power forward. Jay got a hand on it. In the corner, it's Clarkson. The tray. The offensive rebound. Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang.
Yeah, a coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
It is good. Jay's got about 38 points.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Mitchell, this is to Clarkson. Gobert, the pass to Clarkson. Floats one. And it's good on the way up.
Jordan Clarkson showing the ability to put the ball on the deck and make a play.
Lakers have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. Jay, defended by Moutier. Here's Jay. Kuzma passes to Jay. Takes the three. It's good from long range. Jay's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Moutier with the ball. Now guarded by Jay. Teardrop shot, and it's Moutier getting it to go.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Green's checked in.
You know, even as Dwight Howard heads for his mid-30s, I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a tremendous force as a shot blocker and a rebounder.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Murray, the pass to Jay. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 46 points for Jay.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Here's Niang. He's covered by Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Clarkson. Excellent D from Howard. And surely Howard not as explosive as he once was. But as you said, Doris, the presence is still there.
No doubt, Kevin. And this team doesn't need Dwight to put up 20 points. That's not what he's here for. They need rim protection, and they need him to rebound at a high level. Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest successful, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
Jazz ball.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Tucker can't get it to go.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
The free throw off from James. Utah's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Now here's Edwards. Kicks it to Davis. And here's Edwards to the paint. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight will make it 46.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jay.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
1:04 left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Tucker. Just 5 to shoot. Dishes it to Davis. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Lakers ball. LA's won 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Puts it up from 15. The rebound by the Jazz. Here is Edwards. With the floater. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And he lays in the alley-oop.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Here's Jay. It doesn't go for him.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy to
And so is the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Hey, man, this is Kenny, man.
Post-game show.
Jay, need you for that meet and greet with auction.
Let's do this. You know, if you ask anyone in the league.
Now, I don't want to interrupt the celebration, but there's a few things I want to say. Speak on it, Coach. First of all, each and every one of you deserve this. Making the playoffs in this league is a big deal, and you should find pride in that. Let's get it. You made a goal. You accomplished that goal. Now, remember, it's just the beginning.
Come on, Coach. Killing my vibe, man.
Keep you focused.
All right.
And making the playoffs is a big deal. But remember, it's just a first step to a much bigger goal. I think you all know what that is.
Hey, we're gonna get that chip, baby.
Keep working, you just might.
Shut up.
Everyone bring it in. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Team.
Oh, for sure. Every milestone like this.
Good stuff. That'll really...
You like the display? This is nice, man. You did this?
Yeah, it's team effort. I helped.
What's your name, bro?
It's Jake.
Jake. It's
Right on.
nice.
Right on, Jay. If you need anything, just let me know.
We'll do, Jake, man.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.